And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Harwood Inc. Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Moretti. Today we got our third college guy on here, coming out of USC Upstate, local guy as well, Mr. Justin Bailey. What's good, bro?
What's good, man? What's good?
Yeah, man. First question I just want to ask, how you been doing?
I've been doing good, man. Trying to just manage everything, school, basketball, just being able to stay consistent with everything. But I've been doing good, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If anybody doesn't know, Justin Bailey actually went to Blue Ridge High School, so he's from the Greenville area. So, another local guy that we got on here. I'm really just gonna start off from as far back like the past or your beginnings, because like I be saying, you obviously don't end up where you are now just from out of nowhere. You had to work for it. So, I'll let you take it from here. Just talk about like your, even before Blue Ridge and all that, just like where you started really.
Wow. To be honest, man, I've been playing basketball, all my life, but I didn't really start taking it seriously till I'd say 7th grade, 8th grade summer. I was playing under Coach Pro for Team SC. Team SC got a lot of guys that came out of that, organization. You have my boy Ray, Zion even played John Moran. Got great hoopers out of there, Russ, Trey, dudes that play, D1 basketball. But, something just clicked. But I was like, I want to kill. This is what I want to do. And they always talked about dog mentality. That was preached in every practice. You coming in, you playing against dude that's better than you. So you got to have a chip on your shoulder. And I just kind of stayed with it, started grinding. And I really saw a jump. I saw the first jump going into high school. Then I had some injuries. I had broken my wrist my first year in high school. That kind of set me back. But, that's normal. In life, you're going to have setbacks. And I made another jump 9th grade summer. 10th grade summer was when I really made that jump. I was averaging like 12 points freshman year, and I jumped from like 23.
Yeah.
My 10th grade year, junior year 25, and then senior year we won 8. And we went 27 and 4, and I averaged 28.8, something crazy, bro. But just my story, it's just all about being consistent, man. Like, I'm here because of my consistency. There's definitely have been times where I doubted myself. I always thought about my recruitment and everything, because with me personally, my recruiting it wasn't early. My recruitment started late in high school, and I was still able to reap the benefits. I'm here now. I'm playing at collegiate level, like I prayed about, like I've wanted to my entire life. I'm here, and as a freshman, averaging 10.7 points, 10.6, something like that. That's good. And it's only just from here, just improving that. But
yeah, word. Good summary right there, for sure. I want to ask, so you grew up in like Blue Ridge area or your whole life?
Yeah, basically from the Greenville area. But like I said, not a lot of people know where Blue Ridge is, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there in the Blue, man. They don't even know that it's in Greenville for real. They'd be like, Blue Ridge,
for sure.
But yeah, I'm from Greenville.
Yeah, I'd be saying Blue Ridge, it don't get claimed a part of Greenville County. Them in like TR, it's like literally, it's so far out,
I'm telling you, man.
So you went to Blue Ridge Middle, right before you went to Blue Ridge High?
Yep, Blue Ridge Middle.
It's funny because obviously you only played 2 years in middle school, but I think you must have been a freshman because You know Rod Robinson, the Georgia
Yeah.
football player now. Man, we
Mhm.
used to play. We were playing him when I was in 7th. That man, another lefty, strong, bro. And I tell you, that man was
Strong
strong. Yeah.
as an ox, man.
Yes.
Tell him that all the time. Strong as an ox.
And you even got to play with him in high school as well 1 year.
I did. Yeah, man. I knew he was gonna be special, man. It was either gonna be basketball or it was gonna be football for him.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's doing what he loves to do, man, and he's doing it at a high level.
Yeah, very high level.
Yeah.
Going to the state champs or the country, what's it called, the college football finals.
Oh.
yeah. He's going there. He's going win the final. Yes, sir. But before we even get to the school ball, let's talk AAU just to start off. Mm-hmm. So you said you played under Coach Pro. Was that Pro's dad or Pro Junior's dad?
Yeah, Pro Franklin. Prometheus.
Yeah, Pro Franklin.
And Baba. But
yeah.
Starting with them, that's actually, Coach Pro, Coach Mont, they brought me in the Team SC. I think it was my 7th grade year. That was the first time ever playing AAU basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Starting out though, I was definitely, confidence was a little shaken. You ain't playing. You playing guys that's above your level.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I was able to start playing at that time because that really helped me understand the game a lot better. It helped my confidence and things like that. But I started with Team SC, and then I switched over. I want to say my last year before going into my senior year in high school.
Through SSB.
Played with Coach Kurt on the circuit for Upward. And that was an experience all by itself, man. You talk about playing against comp, every tournament, every circuit, coaches on the roads, man. It was definitely, the hype was real for sure.
Yeah, and I was even going to ask about the switch, just because Team SC independent on going to the Adidas circuit. I know COVID was in there between, which probably also was a part of that decision. But what was a part of the decision from going to Team SC to 3SSB?
I really had to make a personal decision, kind of for myself. Obviously COVID kind of messed things up for a lot of guys, but I had actually planned, when COVID hit that summer, I had actually planned to play with Upward on the circuit that year. So I was actually supposed to play with them not only my last year at AAU, but the second to last year. But I wasn't able to because of COVID. I had family issues and things like that. So I was just I'm just going to back away and just work and focus on my game. And I didn't even play AAU, to be honest, during COVID. Yeah. But I just had to come to the realization that, what is it that you want to do? I had to ask myself that, do you really want to take this seriously? Do you want to hoop in college? And, I found myself telling me this is what I want to do. So I knew I had to make the switch. I felt as if exposure was more involved at Upward and things like that.
Yeah.
So, I had a conversation with my family and made things happen. Coach Kurt, Coach Bentley, talked to them, and I was on Upward. But
yeah, and that's actually, I think, the first time I really even heard your name. So, I think it was your junior year. I saw the stats later on, you were putting up numbers at Blue Ridge, but once I heard you were on 3SSB, that's really when I feel like more people even started recognizing you as a player just because of its culture over there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And even just to I'll let you shout out some names, but I remember because even on Team SC before you went there, like you said, y'all had Pro Deuce play with y'all before you went straight to football. Savion.
Yep.
So y'all had some guys. So and Caleb Bird. Caleb Bird was over there with y'all.
Yep. Yeah. Dogs, man. All of them dogs. We look back at my team. We look back at the team because actually in 8th grade, 9th grade, I want to say, we was ranked ranked top 10 in the country.
Wow.
Our team for Team SC, we was actually ranked, but we had Jaleel Skinner, Miami commit.
Yeah.
We had Deuce, North Carolina commit.
North Carolina.
Savion, a sharpshooter at NGU. Shout out to Savion. He doing
Yes,
this thing. He killing. We had Pro at SC State right now.
Yep.
Had Caleb at Newberry.
Everybody was in college over there.
Yeah, man. Like everybody doing their thing. Jalen, Antonio was killing that Clemson wide receiver. We just had dogs on that team, man. Trevor at SMC. But like we had dogs, plain and simple. Like, it's not much that you could really teach. Like you could preach about being a dog and everything. I feel like now people take that word for granted. Like,
they overuse.
You gotta have it in you, man. But yeah, man, that team was special for sure.
Because even like you were saying, like, and even when I was talking to Ray yesterday, he was saying like he was on Team SC, but they were beating a lot of the EYBL or quote unquote circuit teams. You know, even with the independent name around it, it really. And I even found that when I played with them, nobody. We don't back down to like nobody. Like nobody. Never dug no smoke
at all.
But 3SSB, who are some of the guys that were on that team?
For who?
3SSB.
3SSB. Oh, yeah. We had some high level talent, man. We had Julian Phillips, Tennessee commit. We had Jordan Surratt, my teammate. Upstate. We had Louis. We had some international guys. Louis, I think he played for OTE. We had this guy named Wansay. Shane, he's at Drexel. We had Micah, tall guy. Was killing it at Marshall. He's a Florida commit now. We just had dogs. Marcus, Kale, 6'9", sharpshooter. He's at, I want to say, Western Carolina. But Torrey, Trace, he locked down on D, man. He's short. He locked down. He's sick.
Wait, where'd he go? Where's he from?
He went in high school. He went to Great Collegiate.
Okay. Oh yeah, I heard that name. Do it.
Yeah. Right? I want to say I don't know if he had Wingate or not. I don't know. But we had athletes, bro. We had athletes, man. But like I said, that whole experience was special though. Just being able to play high level talent every game, man. It's just like iron sharpens iron. So I'm just glad I had that opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. It gets you a lot more, even not just connections with other coaches, but even just like you learn from the players around you as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we can switch it over, go into starting high school. So like you said, you go into Blue Ridge freshman year. You said you got injured that year, but you did play. I saw it. You did play a good amount though.
Yeah, I did play a good bit because I actually got hurt. I had broken my wrist a little before the season started, but I was still able to play.
Yeah,
I was still able to play, and I was putting up decent numbers for a freshman.
Yeah,
but like I said, I made that jump the next summer.
Did you have the keys? Did you have the keys to the team already as a freshman?
Not as a freshman. I feel like and that's the thing about it, man. A lot of people always ask me, like, you know, why'd you stay at Blue Ridge and this, that, and the third, and you know, it was just, you have to be able to. It's a process. Like, I've known those guys since elementary school, right? Yeah. So it was only a matter of time before those guys were going to trust me as a player, you know, not through what I say, but my actions as well. You know, you don't, as a leader, you don't have to talk all the time. That's where I feel like a lot of people don't realize you don't have to talk to be a leader. You know, you can be a quiet person and lead your team. But
Kawhi Leonard,
literally, like I feel like just watching him hoop, bro. Everybody know when it's time to like lock in. It's time to lock in, man. But the reason why like I stayed is just trust, building trust, man. That's honestly why I didn't have the keys right away, because I had to build that trust with those guys. And once they saw like, okay, he's serious about this, like everybody just followed on board. And being a leader, like you have to approach different people differently. Some people you can yell at, some people you can talk to the side. Just some people are different. So just being a leader, man, that's kind of what I embraced. You know, I didn't want to go to this school or that school. Like, nah, I'm gonna do it right here. You know.
Yeah. Nah, I'm glad you mentioned that whole thing, because you know, between your junior and senior year, everybody was talking about you might go to Legacy and all this, because you know, even someone like Bryce McGowan, who was at Rennes his whole time, ended up transferring there his final year. And they were like, oh, he's just going to stay at Blue Ridge for all the shine and glory and all that. But like you said, I mean, it does make sense since you've known those guys your whole life. I mean, and I mean, you don't have to gain, like, if you went to Legacy, there's guys you got meet new guys all over again in your final year.
For sure. Exactly. But yeah, it was crazy, because it was either Legacy or Dorman.
Okay. Why Dorman?
Dorman would have been crazy too if I went there.
Why was it? Wait, why are you thinking Dorman? What was that decision or thinking of?
They had dogs too, man.
Noah, Jordan.
I think they had Amadi had just transferred. But they had dogs, man. Surratt was there, Noah, JB, Miles, PJ. The name speaks for itself, man. The whole the whole school speaks for itself. Like when you think of Dorman, you think of a basketball team. Like, they legit, man.
For sure. Yeah. And I was even saying like, Dorman's like the biggest like culture school for basketball, because especially if they keep winning, more people from out of state and all that, they're gonna see that and be like, oh, Noah went to Alabama. Jordan went D1, like they all gonna see that and be like, let me try and do something over there too.
Exactly, bro. Yeah.
So sophomore year, you go in. You said that was like that's the year. Did you get All-State that year?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't know if I did. I don't think so.
Well, you did. Didn't you have like I swear I was looking back. It showed like you had a 40-point game that year.
A 40-point game?
Yeah.
I did against Chapman. Yeah, I put up 40. We was down like 18-20 at the half. Something crazy.
Yeah.
And something just clicked, bro. I had 7 points going. I had 7 points going into half, and I finished with 33 in the second half.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't think I got All-State though. I don't think a lot of people knew who I was still. Even though I had a 12-point increase, like all of my stats increased from my freshman year. But a lot of people didn't know who I was, and I accepted that. Like that just gave me even more reason to get in the gym and work harder. Like, okay, bet. I'm just gonna make sure y'all remember me. So that's just what it was. Yeah.
And team success wise, how were y'all that sophomore year you were over there?
Sophomore year we were mediocre. The guys, we had a talented team though, but we were still in 4A, so we were playing. I think we got knocked out first. I want to say we got knocked out first round by Richland Northeast.
Okay.
They had a stacked team, but we had a really talented team though. We had that's when we had Rod. We had Rod on the team.
Yeah.
A couple of seniors, but like I said, we were talented, man. Talented for sure, but my game wasn't, it didn't elevate yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how to win. I feel like yet, you know. But when I found that out, you know, it was over, bro. Especially senior year. But
So what would you say? You know how people in like NBA media, they'll say someone put up empty stats when really it's really like they're doing their part, but you know they're not on a great team. At that point, would you say you knew how to score really well, and even get rebounds? I see you always getting mad rebounds.
Definitely, I definitely was getting boards, bro.
Yeah.
But
what was your were you like point guard still?
I was, point guard, shooting guard. I was definitely probably more point.
Yeah.
But
you always like to get to your midi even then?
Yeah, that's the thing though, man. I wouldn't even say I really knew how to score. Back then. Like I really didn't have a consistent shot.
Yeah.
I was trying to find my shot from the 3-point line, which is why I was able to I relied on the mid-range game because I found myself hitting more shots from the mid-range than I could from the 3.
Yeah.
Not to say I couldn't shoot threes, but I just wasn't as consistent. And I didn't really have a right hand yet. You know, if I felt like I could get a right hand layup, more than likely it was going to be open. I wasn't using my right hand like that 10th grade year.
Yeah.
I was more left hand dominant for sure. But I wouldn't even say I knew how to score. It was just like what the defense was giving me. And then I just take advantage of that and try and get downhill, get to the free throw line. But yeah.
You always know how to get to the line. But we go to then COVID happens, right? Between sophomore and junior year.
Yeah, junior year, I think. Yeah, junior year.
So So wait, between your 10th and 11th grade year, like what were you doing during that whole like COVID experience and all that? Like I know it was hard to get into any gym or anything, but like what were you up to?
I was working, bro. I was working. I'm talking about. I think that's when I really made that second jump. Like I started watching videos and started seeing stuff like, okay, you know, professional athletes working 3-4 times a day. Yeah. Even what they eat, like nutrition. It's not even about being in the gym. What's most important is what you do outside of the gym. Like, are you stretching properly? Are you taking cold showers when you need to take cold showers? Are you making sure your body is, you know, just prepared to play?
Recovered. Recovered.
All that stuff, like nutrition. Are you eating right? And I started taking all that stuff into consideration, realizing that if I want to get to where I want to get to, like this has to be a lifestyle. There's no if, and, or buts about it. Like I'm waking up 7 a.m. You're right, there ain't no gyms open. I'm running a mile in my neighborhood, run a mile, come back. I'm working out in the backyard.
Yeah.
I got big little tire wheels and get a little cinder block. I'm doing jumps, like I'm making things up as I go to keep my body straight. Yeah. Like, I got pull-up bars that I actually like screwed into the tree.
Yeah.
I got a pull-up bar in the backyard, bro. Like upstairs, I got my whole workout place where I can lift. I can run on the treadmill. Got my little yoga thing where I can stretch and do whatever. Like I started taking it seriously. And I was working out 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
And after at night, I'd watch film. Who I'm trying to get, like what can I take from this player?
Yeah.
Or that player. So
you took full advantage of the
exactly, bro. Like that's all you gotta do, man. You just gotta have that mindset, like this is what you want to do, then you can't pick and choose when. You know, you gotta some days you gotta force yourself. Like there's days where I didn't want to get up at 7 a.m. and run, bro, but you just gotta do what you gotta do. And even nutrition, like Eating more I was eating more protein. I was just taking care of my body, man. That's when I started really realizing, like, okay, this is what I need to do, like, to really elevate my game.
But, yeah. And would you even say, like, your parents really pushed you, or was it really all just self-motivating?
I think for me, it was more self-motivated. I mean, my parents have always been in my corner. Like, they've always told me, you know, you're a leader and not a follower. You know, I really didn't understand what that meant when I was little. Like, what do they mean? I'm a leader, not a follower. But they didn't really say too much, you know, basketball wise. They just kind of let me figure that out on my own. And I don't even know to this day if they was like, you know, oh, he'll figure it out or what, or they just, you know, just let it go by. But I think it was more self-motivated. I think they realized, like, you know, he's determined to do this. You know, they saw me going outside, working out every day. So I just think they just kind of let me do my thing.
Yeah, especially playing at the next level in college. Like, that's got to be, I mean, your parents aren't going to be there with you. So
exactly,
just understanding that. Yeah, so you go from so you enter your junior year, and before I even go ahead, so you were, because, like, I'm still trying to even like decide this for you. Like, are you like real athletic, or because I've seen like videos where you dunk it, but then, like, I never really see you dunk it. Like, try to.
Honestly, man, I don't even be dunking the ball for real. Like, I always been told, hey, dunking is cool. It's only worth 2 points, right?
Yeah.
But I could get up anytime. It's just I don't be dunking the ball, man. I don't really know. Like, there's definitely clips out there of me dunking the ball, but not something I really do.
I feel you. So you go into junior year, like you said, you kind of got a chip on your shoulder just because, you know, team was decent the year before. They left you off from a few awards. Just go through that season. I mean, at least when I was looking through Max Preps, like, y'all progressively got better. So, like, over the years. So explain that year.
Junior year was hard because COVID hit. We had a, like, limited season. So instead of playing max 31 games, I think we only were able to play maybe 15, 20, 15-20, somewhere in between that. It got better. Like, everybody had one common goal in mind. I feel like that year we knew that we had a chance to make something happen, because 11th grade, my junior year, we went down to 3A.
Okay.
And 3A has some 3A has comp for sure. Definitely had comp in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But, like, I was hooping. Like, I was averaging 25.5 points.
Got your rebounds up.
Game, yeah, the rebounding definitely averaged like a double for sure. But rebounds was there. My numbers got a lot better from the 3, and we actually went. I think we won. We were one game away from Upper State.
Okay.
And we lost to Seneca.
Seneca won the. Did they get to the championship, or did they?
Seneca, I think they did. They ended up beating Keenan. They ended up beating Keenan Upper State.
Yeah,
I remember that because we were supposed to play Jay Gort, man, and
that would have been fun.
Some questionable calls in that game against Seneca.
yeah. My dude in my grade, I think he was a freshman then. White dude, Camo Kelly, played with them.
Had that
at Seneca.
Yeah, I know Cam.
Yeah. I think he even started that time. So
he did. Yeah.
So yeah, dang. So I heard Seneca had some dudes though too.
They did. They definitely had some hoopers, but it was a great game. But like I said, I feel like even when I was watching film on that game, after the game, I just realized, like, my inability to shoot the ball from deep was a factor. Like, I think I went like 1 for 9 in that game from the 3.
Yeah.
And I, like, you look back at the film, like it was almost to the point where I was like chucking up shots, man. Like I wasn't even following through or anything like that. But that's just really what I had to realize. What I had to work on was my shot. Like you're not, like I just had to come to the realization, like, Justin, you're not tall. You're literally 6'2", 6'3". You're not going to be able to get to the paint always. You're not going to be able to always shoot mid-range shots. If you want to play at the collegiate level, you've got to shoot the ball at least 30%. Like you've got to. So that's what I really worked on.
Got you, yeah. And I was gonna ask, like, your whole pathway through Blue Ridge, was there anybody like older than you, like your grade, that y'all really looked up to? Like, did y'all have seniors or juniors when you were younger, or even like your junior year? Were there any seniors?
Yeah, there were a lot of my freshman year, I had a lot of seniors on that team. A lot of guys, they kind of, I wouldn't say they taught me a lot, but I mean, I kind of looked up to them in a way where I could take bits and pieces of what they did and realize, okay, this is what I shouldn't do, what I should not do, things like that. But, you know, there was one guy though, Sean, his name's Sean Stokes. He's a guard, but he's a sharpshooter. Dude would shoot the lights at the ball. But I'd say I looked up to him for sure, like just the way he carried himself. He was a hothead, sure. He'd get a flagrant and a tech once in a while, but just his words of wisdom was encouraging for me, especially being a freshman. Like, I think it was one time when he was just like, you know, hey, this is gonna be your team. Like, just do what you got to do, and y'all can make it. So I definitely took that to heart.
Yeah. There was actually one game I think we were able to watch. This is back when I think I might have been a sophomore, but we watched some film when y'all played Chapman. I think it was like first round game against Chapman, and they were actually solid. I think they were actually decent that year, but y'all were able to y'all were able to beat them. I think it was in the first round, and I was just watching because I think this was my first time ever even seeing you play, like, or at least watching a game. And I would say it was a close game throughout. Like, it was a close game, but the ability to steal the ball, like get easy points when needed, I feel like that was like a key separator in a lot of the games.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was, for sure. Like, that's what I don't know if a lot of people know, but like I love defense, bro.
Yeah.
I love defense. Like, I take pride in it. Especially like a lot of people just think like, since you're a scorer, all you can do is score, right? But I feel like what separates yourself is if you can be good on both ends of the court. And I take pride in defense. I've always taken pride in my defense though. So, but
all right. So then, you know, summer comes, and correct me if I'm wrong, do you get like your first like offer in between junior and senior year?
I think so. Yeah, that summer. Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah. So then, obviously, you did wait until around September, October to commit to USC.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people. What was your decision in committing to USC? Upstate, USC Upstate.
Yeah, USC Upstate. But I'd say the biggest factor was trust.
Yeah.
Trust with the coaches. You know, Coach Dickerson, he's a great guy, great mentor, great coach, father figure for me. But he just, you know, my thing was like, you know, don't sit here and sugarcoat anything with me. You know, like, just be straight up, be forward. That's all you can ask for in a man. Like, honesty. You know, your word is your bond. So, you know, everything he said, you know, he was like, hey, it was true. Like, he didn't sugarcoat anything. He was just straight up. He's a straight up guy.
Yeah.
All you can do is respect somebody for that. So I just kind of found myself like taking a liking to Coach Dickerson early in my recruiting process. And like I said, the biggest thing was trust, man. And he was like, what you did at Blue Ridge, you can do the same thing here.
Yeah.
And once he said that, I was just like, hey, let's do it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go to before we even start to the senior season. Just wanted a lot of people after your senior season were talking about how, dang, he should have waited longer to sign. Like, he could have gone to Clemson or whatever. And what was your response to like stuff like that?
I just sit there and laugh, man, when people say it, because it's funny how it all like worked out, man. Like,
yeah,
during my playoff run, I had Clemson and USC were looking, but that's, although they SEC, ACC, I was just like, I committed here for a reason, like,
yeah,
to do what I did at Blue Ridge,
yeah.
But I'm not rushing the big lights or anything like that. That's never been me.
Mm-hmm.
I just believe in putting in the work, bro. That's
it.
Putting in the work. So, yeah.
No, I got you. So, senior year, that's when you really, I think I watched you play a couple times, and if anybody doesn't know, we did play y'all one time. We played y'all in the Christmas tournament, and it ended up actually, it ended up being a good game because a lot of the guys at GMC are around from that area, like right from Blue Ridge. So, and even one of your teammates, I think, went to the GMC at one point.
Yeah, one of my classmates. Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up losing to overtime, but that was a fun experience. I didn't think I would play y'all just because y'all were in a different region and it was a tournament, so we didn't know we were gonna play y'all before the season.
Yeah. That was a crazy game, bro.
That was wild. You tried to dunk on my teammate. I remember you tried to in overtime. You tried to put him on
I definitely tried to put him on a poster, but because the refs was, I had an in-game dunk that game too.
You did?
I did have an in-game dunk that game. Half, I want to say, but
okay.
But yeah, the refs were trolling, bro.
Yeah, we were the end of the regulation, they called a foul on the 3, and we missed many free throws at the end. But regardless of that, we were like, dang, the refs we got the refs in our hands at this point.
Literally,
even your teammate, the one, what was his name again? The one he had, like, the dude that went to GMC.
Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan. So
Ethan
no, not Ethan. Ethan Cratchit, he played with us, but the guy, you said the classmate that he I forgot his number. Dang, he had like 22 that game though. Like, it was a white guard on your team. He was killing. Like,
oh, you talking about Zach?
Yeah, Zach Skinner.
Yeah, Zach was hooping.
Skinner. Yeah,
Zach was definitely hooping.
Yeah, Zach. I was like, oh my, I know you. We were really, our game plan was to stop you, but I was like, Zach was over there playing like his life depended on it. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, for real.
But yeah, that was a neat little experience. Then I think I watched y'all a couple times. Y'all played against Eastside one time, Justin versus Justin. Another, obviously Justin Ray was still in the development stage, probably trying to get kind of how you were probably at Blue Ridge. But then y'all get to the playoffs, and this is where everything. Adam starts filming it. That's when Adam starts filming it. How'd y'all even get in contact, you and Adam?
See, I knew Adam for about 2 years before that, I think.
Okay.
During COVID, through like Bryce, I actually figured out who he was.
Yeah.
And at the time, he wasn't Adam Filmed Edit. He was Prodigy Hoops. Okay. I believe, but I knew who he was, man. I was cool with him, things like that, and I knew he was an upcoming like videographer and photographer and things like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, we always kept in contact. You know, he's cool people, but I think he just kind of realized like what I was doing. You know, I think he was on Twitter and just was like, yo, like they not losing, like they actually got a chance to do this. So
yeah,
we kind of just talked, and he was there, man, and one thing led to another, and it just kind of like blew up. Same with Mark Visions. I'm cool with Mark. I learned Mark was through I knew who he was, but me and him got close during I played with Upward.
Yeah.
So I knew who he was, and both of those guys knew like, hey, Justin the real deal. Like he about to turn up playoffs.
Yeah, I saw some it was like a comment Mark had said. He was like, last year there was Jay Gort, this year we got Justin Bailey.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Shout out to all the go ahead.
No, go ahead. What'd you say?
I was saying shout out to all the videographers. It's definitely like a lot coming up now.
For sure, bro. For sure. But yeah, Jay Gort was definitely killing junior year, man. He was definitely killing.
Yeah, for sure. So I gotta y'all beat Broome first round. You know, y'all cooked them, it looked like when I was looking back. Going to the second round, this was actually I actually went to this game when y'all played Wren and you had like 43, but watching it didn't feel like you had 43. Like I knew you were scoring a lot. Like I knew you were like really killing them, but I was like, when I heard after the game 43, like Pro's dad was, or Pro was there, like all the guys, everybody was there.
Yeah.
What was your mind, like your mentality that game really?
Just to kill, man. Just to kill. Like not let this opportunity go to waste.
Yeah.
We didn't lose a single game at home during that season. But up to that time, I wasn't finna lose at home. I knew we had home court advantage throughout the entire playoffs. We had only lost 4 games the whole season.
Yeah.
And my entire mindset was just to kill. Like, I truly believed, like, there's nobody on this court that can guard me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not losing to nobody. Like,
I
felt like I was the best player in the gym.
Yeah.
And
you played like it.
I was falling. Like that was probably one of my most efficient games too, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, efficient, quiet 43.
yeah, I know. I was like, this man over here look it was I saw them put like 5 different players like try and guard you at like different points in the game. You over here 50, 40, 90, looking like Chris Middleton. But I was even gonna mention, I forgot to mention, y'all's region wasn't even that weak that year. Like y'all had Berea with Savion in there, Jaheim Dodd. Like y'all had it wasn't like an easy.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't no cakewalk. I can tell you that. I remember one week we had to play a tough Powdersville. Powdersville was really good.
Yeah,
like, really good. They had
Hayden was over there at that point.
Yeah, they had Hayden at the time. They had Kid, and they had a couple of dogs.
Nick Sweet was over
Nick. Then I think they had Traylon, but they had dogs. And it was one game. I think we had to play them on Friday, and then we had to play them Monday at Powdersville.
Yeah,
and I had back-to-back 40-point games.
Yeah.
I had but it was crazy. It was crazy because like Friday night I had 42 and like 17 boards and like something crazy, bro. And then the next night,
you backed it up
on Monday. I had 40 something. I had I don't even know, bro. All I know, I had 40 something, and the game winning shot.
Yeah.
But like I said, bro, my mentality was just kill, bro. Just kill. Yeah. I honestly didn't think nobody could stop me. Like I knew the work that I had put in.
Yeah.
You know, my senior year, I don't even tell a lot of people this, but like my senior schedule, obviously, you only have like 2 classes. You only go to school half a day. So I'm waking up 5 a.m. I'm going to the gym, get shots up, come back, eat properly, sleep, exercise, whatever. Then I'm going to school, get shots up for a period. then practice. That was my entire day, literally through the entire year.
So, yeah.
I was ready, bro.
Yeah. Dang, that's wild, man. So then, just to continue on, so you go to after Ren, y'all go and play Daniel, and that's like the Bobby Taylor versus Justin Bailey game. You know, I actually know Bobby. I know Bobby just from, I think he played with Upward before he was a senior as well, like on a different team. But yeah. Bobby, he can hoop. Another lefty that can. He's like 5'8", 5'9", but that man, he can go.
He definitely can.
What was it? What was it like playing against him in the third round at that point? Last home game.
Bobby. Huh?
Last home game as well.
Yeah, last home game. It was fun, man. That was a electric time, bro. I think obviously it was like against Ren, it was sold out.
Yeah.
But Daniel, it was sold out too. And Daniel had some dogs too, man. Like I'm telling you, Ren, Daniel, it was comp games, but like it wasn't a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Playing with Bobby was, I think Bobby had a cool 20-piece too.
Yeah.
25, 26, something like that. I think I had 38 that game.
Yeah.
But playing him was fun, man. He definitely got a bag for sure. But we came out on top, man. That was a great game. A lot of guys made big shots though on my team.
Yeah.
A lot of guys.
For sure. Actually, before we even continue to the final two games, just you know, we haven't really talked about your team. Just explain who was on this championship team a little bit, because I personally don't know many of them at all. Besides, I did talk to Dimitri a little bit at one point or another.
We had obviously, like you said, Dimitri.
He really stepped up too. I was gonna say he stepped up huge.
Definitely playoffs. He was ready. He was definitely ready. He locked in.
Yeah,
for sure. He hit big shots. Zach, he hit big shots. He really like took pride in defense.
Yeah,
like I always pick on him. Like I was like, you don't ever play defense, man. But came playoffs, he definitely sat. Like he definitely buckled up and sat on a lot of guys. Campbell Douglas, he hit a big time shots too. I feel like all those guys though, man. You got Garrett Stokes, number 33. He was a big man. Jonathan Kaufman. He was like a stretch forward for us, big man.
Okay.
We had Elijah,
yeah, I know him.
You had Braden Enlow. He just a bruiser, man. We put Braden in the game. He gonna beat you up. He gonna beat you up. But he hit big shots too, man. The state championship game. Shout out to Braden. Hit 2 threes that game, man.
Wow.
Who else, man? I don't want to forget nobody. You got the young guys too.
Yeah, because y'all were mainly all seniors that year.
Yeah, we had like an 8-man rotation, just seniors. But those juniors pushed us though, for sure. In practice and things like that, they started to hoop like middle of the season to the end. And they made practice fun, man. They made it competitive for sure.
Word. Yeah, but I was even gonna say, like, y'all's team, like, I've never seen like a group of guys, like, you know, obviously you were putting up like really good stats and stuff, but obviously some people in some situations see that and be like, dang, like they might feel jealous in some type of way, you know, because like they see someone on the same team as them, same school, doing that. But it seemed like everybody on that team knew exactly like their role. Like they didn't try and go anywhere outside of it. Like they understood that what you could do, and they also understood what they could do. So that was like really what I noticed watching y'all. Like they never tried to do something that they couldn't do. Like they knew their limits.
Yeah. They I think that's why it was tough for a lot of teams that thought they could beat us. We made it tough because, like you said, like everybody knew their role, and that's hard. It's hard to beat a team that knows everybody on the team knows the role. Like I feel like that's that was our biggest strength. Not only did we trust each other, but everybody knew like what they were good at, what their weaknesses was. So we used that as to our advantage. Like, okay, if this is working, we're gonna go back to it. They can't stop it. Like, you know what you need to do if the ball is here. Go cut. Go set a screen. This, that, the third. It was to the point where just like we weren't even running plays, man. It was just like off instinct, literally.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I feel that. Yeah, y'all really didn't y'all just went by the flow of the game. I was gonna say, so y'all go play Keenan and at Bob Jones Upper State game. What are they thinking when they go into that game against y'all? Like they thinking I feel like they put, or even actually I should ask what they were thinking. What were y'all? Yeah, what were y'all thinking when y'all were going into that game?
Oh man, I always tell people like, and when Adam was there to film it, but I actually like broke down and cried at this game, man. Like Keenan, that game was hard. That game was hard, man. That was definitely the toughest game of the entire season. Like, I wouldn't even say playing Orangeburg Wilkinson in the state championship. It wasn't nothing compared to Keenan. My mindset coming in though was the same as always. Just do what you remember how far you came. Like, we already done broke history.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it going. Like, I knew my mindset. I felt like nobody could stop me on the court. I just come in with that mindset, have a killer mentality. I really can't vouch for anybody else. I don't know what they were thinking on my team, but I'm just thinking, go out there and kill.
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. And then y'all, it also looked like one of the games, like you look in some of the clips that Adam was filming, you look exhausted.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's probably why I feel like that was a hard game, because like they pushed me, man. It was like they was doing everything, man-to-man, full court press, boxing one, sending doubles.
I was gonna say, because a lot of the schools, I was wondering, like, they probably feel like if we stop you, then we stop the team.
Yeah, that was a lot of teams' game plan, man. But I don't even know how much I finished. I think I finished with 38 too against Keenan.
Yeah,
but I couldn't even hit I think I was so exhausted that game, bro. I couldn't even. I went 0 for 8 from the 3. Like,
so you just went back to the midi game.
I couldn't even break a shot, and that's when my midi game just it was just like I couldn't miss in the mid range that game. I was doing up and unders. Follow through, step throughs. Like, I just got to my spots, man, and shots was falling.
Yeah, not for sure. I think even against like Daniel and after, I feel like all those games y'all really weren't like the favored team going into any of those. Like maybe Ren, just because they were kind of, even Ren was a pretty good team though.
Ren was a really good team. Like I said, not a lot of people thought we could do what we did, I don't think, which was what made it more special. It's the fact, like, oh my gosh, like, they got Blue Ridge, got this one guy, and they're still winning, but it wasn't just me. Like, everybody was contributing, whether you were on the court or not, and a lot of people don't realize that. Like, I might have been scoring, I might have been the facilitator, I might have been doing everything, but everything behind the scenes, guys were hitting shots, man. Like, I always say, like, Braden, Cam, Dimitri, John, Garrett, all those guys, Zach, they came up and hit big shots, bro. Insane. I'm telling you. But
no, for sure. I mean, I would even say myself, like, I really did not see y'all. When y'all went and played Keenan, and I saw, like, after this game, I'm like, dang, they won. Because I knew how good I had heard Keenan was, like, obviously, even after Jay Gore, I was like, I heard they were like that. Like, it was a good team. And just hearing, like, I heard more doubt than anything in any circumstance. But then y'all play Orangeburg Wilkinson, definitely the underdogs in that situation. I think I did see. I think Adam might have. I think it was Adam. He made like the whole like game highlight for that game. Yeah, but even that game, what did you end up finishing with in the championship?
I think I finished with 28.
Okay.
28 and 12.
Yeah.
Something crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that I always tell people, like, to be honest, I felt like the Keenan game was more harder than the Orangeburg Wilkinson game.
Yeah.
But we went down in the Orangeburg Wilkinson game. We went down like 8-0, 10-0 real quick.
Okay.
Right? And everybody, I'm talking about everybody in the arena, just like thinking we gonna lose, like it's over.
Yeah.
We weren't. Nobody on our team, literally nobody on our team was worried. Like, coach was just like, died and relax, just come back to life, just settle in. And we settled in and we chipped away. Eventually, we just ended up winning the game, man.
Yeah, and I even did see y'all were down at one point, but I was gonna ask, like, after the game, obviously y'all won the championship, but how does it feel like after, even though you won the championship, got to the furthest point, like, is there any feeling of like this is the last game we're ever gonna play together? Because obviously that's how it is for the losing teams. They feel like, dang, I don't get to move on and play with the guys ever again. But in the championship game, is there some feeling of like sadness with the happiness?
I think although all of us were just happy, man. Like, everybody in the locker room from the beginning of the season knew what we wanted to accomplish. We were like, this is our year. We can win state. And we were saying, our motto that year was just one more. One more game, one more practice, one more weightlifting session, one more film session. Like, everything was serious because we realized, especially for us seniors, like, this is it. Like, you got to take everything seriously, man. Take it to heart. So I'd say it was bittersweet. Like I said, I know those guys all my life. I still hang out with them. We still hoop sometimes. It's all love, man. Like, and to this day, we still talk about that run because it's just crazy, man. I know literally everybody doubted us, man.
Yeah. And that was even, you said, the first championship ever at Blue Ridge for basketball boys. Yep. And I also saw the girls are always seem to have some good players, but is it true that they actually like retired number 2? Like, nobody can wear number 2 anymore?
Yeah, that is true.
Dang.
That is true. Yeah.
Last thing I want to just ask about Blue Ridge is just, what was your relationship like with Coach Richie?
Oh, man. Coach Richie, man, I know him since middle school. Since I was in middle school. He had actually wanted me to play my 8th grade year on varsity. But I decided not to. My parents kind of got involved with that, and they was just like, let him finish out middle school and things like that. But my relationship has always been great with him, man. He definitely taught me a lot about the game, a lot about myself that I didn't know that was in me, like my potential. And he always gives me a hard time because he knows that I'm capable of more. He's always pushing me to do better and be better. And he was just a great mentor, a great coach, man. Great coach, for sure.
Word, yeah. So you finished up at Blue Ridge, playing a North-South game, do a few other things in high school before you head off to college. But I just want to ask, like, what was the summer like between high school and college? Like, was there do y'all go straight to USC Upstate already working out and all that?
So June 20th, we were right to the fire, man. I had to be on campus. Then the next day, it was on, like, workouts. We getting up early, lifting. Then right after lift, we doing summer sessions. Yeah. Then we take a break, come back to the gym, practice again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, that's how it was. Just quick, just like that.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I have in my notes here, I was just saying, like what would you say was like the biggest difference between like going from high school basketball to college?
Speed. the speed of the game, and just the IQ as well. Like throughout my first year, man, I've learned so much.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. Like the amount of information that you're able to process to the point where it's like easy in games, man. It just opens up tremendously. And then, like I said, the speed of the game it catches you off guard.
Yeah,
because you're gonna end up you're gonna start out fouling and hacking because everything's so quick. Like everybody's up to par. Like you got to realize your athletic ability.
Yeah.
It don't matter in college. It don't matter in college because I promise you, everybody is just as athletic as you are, or even more athletic. So you really have to rely on your skill. You got to get in the gym. You got to.
Yeah.
You got to perfect your craft. But yeah.
Just a few games I want to highlight. I want to ask you about the Clemson and Duke game. Like, I know, especially the Duke one. I think, is that the game you had like 14 points?
Yeah.
Or so.
Yeah.
And that was like your real first, like, all right, he can hoop. He can hoop at the college level.
Yeah. Yeah.
How was that game? Just
being at Duke, bro. It was definitely a crazy experience, especially for me. Like, that's my second game as a freshman, D1 level. Like, we at Duke, I didn't shoot the ball well first half. I think I only hit. Actually, I didn't hit anything at all in the first half. But I just kind of just reminded myself, like, relax. Like, you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Just what's your purpose? And I just kind of settled in and shots started hitting. And before I knew it, I had finished with 13, 14 points, man, after that game. But yeah, that was a crazy experience for sure.
Yeah, the only game I really was able to go watch like in person, y'all played SC State, which was actually like a really good game. Y'all, I think, beat them in overtime or so. But correct me if I'm wrong. It really seemed like your role was like really key in on defense, like really lock in on defense, and then like just be like a floor spacer, like be a threat. Obviously, to like you can shoot at this point. You can shoot now, and like just I don't really need to talk. I mean, if you have anything about that game, I know it was probably just like a regular season game to y'all, but I mean, SC State does have some dogs, though. I mean,
they got dogs.
That's an HBCU, so
they definitely got dogs. But yeah, that game, my mindset, I didn't even have a bucket that game. I think I finished with 0 points that game. But like my mindset was just, the entire year, coaches always talked about purpose. Like, what's your purpose?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's different. Like, I'm not a point guard anymore. I'm not ball dominant right now. It's not anything like Blue Ridge. So, what ways can I,
impact the game?
Impact the game, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I just started D'ing up, passing it to open teammates, getting steals, getting loose balls, getting on the floor. Like, you got to impact the game in different ways, especially at the collegiate level, even if your shot isn't falling.
Yeah. Would you say that going into college, you already had like the physical part of like the strength and all that going in, or did you still feel like you were kind of weak compared to the other guys out there?
Definitely first week of summer session, I was like, I had the figure of a pretty like tough guy. Like I was fit, but strength wise, nah. Nah, man. I definitely had to get in the weight room. But yeah, that's one thing like people don't realize. Like being in that weight room mattered for sure. Yeah.
No, for sure. I actually talked about this with Ray yesterday or the other day, and just talking about like, is the D1 like, whenever you hear about D1, it's like, you practice every second of the day, like it's all this like nutrition's, like they really stay on top of you. Like, is it really like all they talk about, like 5 a.m. workouts and all that, or like is it not what I wouldn't say chill, but more like strategic almost?
It's all that, man. It's true. It's
true.
especially like beginning of the season, before the season kind of starts, like you're in that kind of college football era, like you ain't really hit basketball season yet. Like we're in the gym, man, like morning shooting, workouts, then you go to class, take a break and get shots up before practice. Before practice, you watching film, you don't get in the weight room. Like I'm not getting into my dorm, bro, to like 7:30, 8 o'clock some nights. Like it's definitely crazy, and you have to be able to manage all that. And on top of that, you got to manage your schoolwork too. So it's definitely an experience, man. You just got to be consistent. That's it.
Yeah. Ray was even saying like the off season is tougher than the in season.
Yeah, it's a lot tougher.
Yeah,
a lot tougher, man. Definitely, because you getting 3 workouts in a day, and on top of that, like you trying to keep your body straight.
Yeah,
nutrition is big in the in season and off. It's just because you want to get better, so you're gonna push yourself even more so you can prepare yourself for in season. So it's 10 times harder for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. Just wondering. So like conference play, I didn't really look at how y'all did, but how were y'all this year in y'all's conference?
We finished fourth. We finished fourth in the conference, and people had us voted 8th or 9th, something like that. But we was voted bottom, bottom, and we finished fourth, man, and ended up losing. We were one game away from the Big South Championship, and it was a questionable call. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Dang, I think this might be his number 11 for y'all, or just I think he was the point guard. I think he was like a second-year player.
Yeah, Jordan Gainey.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, when I watched him play, that man, he can hoop. Definitely.
He definitely can hoop.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say, he's a second-year player. You're about to be going to your second year. Like, what's your role? What do you feel like your role is gonna be going into the future, and what do you hope to accomplish?
I hope to accomplish just winning the Big South Championship and putting Upstate on the map. Continuing to improve. We're going in the right direction. We finished with we had a great season this year, but like I said, winning the Big South, punching our ticket. Just improving my game as well. Like, to me, stats don't really matter. I just want to win. Like, simple. But just my role just being a shooter, just being a scorer, being able to make my teammates better. How can I just continue to, what's my purpose? How can I continue to impact the game in different ways other than scoring?
Yeah. Would you say that this coming year you having a more of a, like, I would even say ball dominant, but like it's getting more into your hands, like the game itself, like you feel like you're going away from, okay, yeah, I'm a role player and I'm trying to help the team, or like I really am like the team at this point, and however I play, that's how the team's gonna end up doing?
I wouldn't say it's just like me being more ball dominant, but I feel like it's just a confidence thing for me.
Okay.
Definitely, like, and then coaches having confidence in me being able to come off, screens and just bringing the ball up the court. So yeah, I definitely can see me having the ball in my hands more this upcoming season.
Word. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, I was even saying like you weren't obviously like you still get rebounds. You obviously weren't scoring a whole bunch, but I was like the coach got him in the game a lot, so I was like they obviously like trust you to be out there.
Yeah.
And, like you can hang. But yeah, that's really all that's really all I had to talk about with you, for real.
I appreciate you, bro.
I wanted to I guess end on one last question. I usually ask the guys like what's some like inspiration you would give to the young guys coming up, Blue Ridge area, just Greenville in general, just some of the young guys that's just trying to get their name out there and just trying to make a name for themselves?
First, just continue to put God first. Put God first in your life, because at the end of the day, when things get tough, He gonna be the only person you can be able to like talk to call on. You know, you need God, and just whatever you can do. Like if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah.
You know, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You just gotta believe in yourself. We have these little morals on the top of our locker rooms, but mine's is no complaints, be consistent. You know, and I try and look at that every day, because you know, when you my age, like getting older, so hey, it ain't gonna be too much complaints. Like you're a grown man, like no complaints, man. You just gotta continue to be consistent, keep your head down, stay out the way, stay in the gym.
Yeah. And consistency is huge. Like you would rather have a guy that, relating it back to basketball, let's say has 8 points and 6 rebounds every game than someone that's 22, 15, 7, like, you know, just doing what they do best.
Exactly. Yeah. And even with consistency, it just doesn't have to be sports related. Consistency can be school, your spiritual life. It's everything, man. Just be consistent. Whatever you do, whatever you find joy in, if you find joy in it, be consistent with it, perfect it.
Yeah, not for sure. One thing I did want to ask you, Ed, who do you try and model your game after, like NBA or whatever? Like, who do you think you play like, or who do you think you play like?
Oh man, so I've heard Chris Middleton, and I've heard James Harden.
Okay, because you're a lefty.
Because I'm a lefty, but I definitely I watch a lot of Harden.
Yeah.
And I watch a lot of DeMar DeRozan, man.
Okay.
And I do watch Chris Middleton because I love the mid-range game. I love it.
I would even I was thinking, you know, not just because he's a lefty, De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox got he got the Clutch Player of the Year award, got a nice little midi game.
Yeah. He definitely do. He get to his spots, man. He's so quick.
Yeah. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming on, bro. I know you were patient with it. Got to really cover a lot of content with you, bro, and I appreciate it.
For sure, man. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir, bro. And best of luck in all your future, in your whole future of basketball life and everything, man. And hope we can stay in contact.
For sure.
Yes, sir.